welcome everyone. We're almost on time. Look at that. We're doing better. We're doing better.
Maybe.
I keep thinking
we started on time. We started streaming on time. We
You
were
have the little blurb?
Oh yeah, the blurb.
it's under that.
Under here.
Probably.
There we go. Thank you. Greetings. We are Fellowship Gaming. We're here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please
Mostly
grab
disaster.
your favorite drink, perhaps a snack. Let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight we'll be playing Insert System here.
That's at the
It's at the
bottom.
bottom.
Oh, okay. Pathfinder 2E, which is a high fantasy D20 system. If you like to subscribe, if you like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at Fellowship Gaming Quest, where you can hit the subscribe and hit that bell notification. If you'd like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch, give us a follow in order to be part of our live chat. Let's see. I think that's everything.
Yeah, just
All right.
from here, introduce the scenario.
Today we are... What is this thing called again?
Yeah, we're organized. I promise. Not as organized as college kids or high schoolers.
More like high schoolers.
We are playing
Probably much more like high schoolers.
scenario
If you add up all our
3,
ages, we're
18.
organized like 16 high school kids. And about the same level of attention of 16 high school kids.
Sure, we know how to adult.
Scenario 318, Dacilane Academy's delightful disaster.
Delightful disaster.
Yep.
Title of my... Never mind. The Brooklyn Nine... Almost a 9-9 reference.
All right.
Well, almost everything's a reference anymore.
That's true.
I mean, it was a
Come on.
what Hemingway. It was Hemingway that said it. I think.
Something about nothing's unique
writers.
or something. Yeah.
Here's the quote, and it might not be Hemingway. I think it's Hemingway. Good writers plagiarize. Great writers don't get caught.
I don't know who it is, but leads into the idea of nothing. There's nothing.
Heinlein was the one that talked about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the word wrong. I'm trying to think of the word.
Everything's been written or something
Basically that, but it's
Everything
like,
that can't be
there's
written
no
has been written.
There's no. See,
New
I can't think of the
storyline.
word. Something independent thought or like there's like unique, but it's not the word unique in the phrasing. But it's like there's no. It's like when you come up with something new and
Yeah.
undone. There's a word
There's
for
no
that,
use-
but I can't think of what it's called. And said there's no
Yeah, he's
blank
big.
in writing today. It's all rehashed and redone. And yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
I can read anything and be like, and this parallels that. That
Yeah.
parallels that.
Well, it's people like the prototypical Byronic hero. Like that's comic book lore 101. It's like, oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
but Byron wrote dynamic heroes. Like it's what he's known for. It's why they're called Byronic heroes.
And then there's the how I judge new shows.
Yeah.
How long does it take before they throw the most dangerous game storyline in?
Right.
If you don't know what the most dangerous game is, read the short story. It's actually really good.
Actually,
I don't remember
heard
who
of
wrote it. Huh?
I actually hadn't heard of Byronic heroes, so
I
my
haven't either.
internet brain said, "Oh, heroes are doubly ironic." I got you.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
heard of it either.
Byron, Byron. He's a writer, and
Yeah.
he's famous for the like Captain America style hero. The give up all to gain a little, but to reassert themselves in their social group. Like the self-sacrificing hero. That's the Byronic hero. Byronic. like Byron. I don't know if it's Byronic or it's
Yeah.
Old English, so it's who knows.
I knew Byron, the author,
Yeah.
by reputation. I don't know if I read any of
If I
his.
read any of his, probably. I was an English major.
Yeah,
probably.
everybody's. I can't remember. There's one iconic Byron
Yeah.
story that pretty much everybody has at least heard of, if not read directly, and my brain goes bleh. But yeah, you could Google him and you'll yeah. He's right up there like the Austinian heroines, like the idea of, I am a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man, but they all fall in love with rich, affluent men, which is great because they find themselves first, and then they find the perfect spouse, which all women and men should aspire to.
Yes.
Be your true self, succeed, then find somebody who matches or exceeds your level of success, and then be happy. I was also an
Ironically-
English major. English majors unite by the power of Austin in the form of Shelley. Oh, that'd be terrifying. That's like Pride and Prejudice and zombies. Shelley
Yes.
meets Austin. Oh, that's beautiful. I got to do math. What's 141 minus 65? Someone do math for me real quick. In chat. Just text it. Tell me what it is.
I've got a
76.
calculator.
That's fine.
76 is right. Okay.
I'll believe you. Fuck it.
Ironically, all that talk about literature has everything to do with today's adventure. So,
nice. So we start with an extra token?
Well, no. Currently, you start with no tokens.
No.
I'm kidding. You get to keep yours.
Sorry, Fred. Here, you can have yours back.
Oh, good. I
Fred's like, I get to start with 3? All right.
Fred's like, I got my stack of 6. Bring it on.
Yeah. I think if you buy them and you bring them, you get to use them. That's the rules, right?
Very munchkin of us. Very munchkin of us.
All right. So you guys are in the crowded, noisy lobby of the Grand Lodge in Absalom. It's crowded because there are 15 pre-adolescent students, along with their history teacher, who you overhear Professor Krelson questions going all the time, especially from a young goblin who most of you recognize as Goggle, who's in his civilian clothes, ready to go for his extra credit course.
The civilian clothes, or he's in his uniform?
He's in civilian clothes because he's going as a student. Because he's around their age.
That's what he means, student
Yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
I just imagine him like in the Harry Potter robes.
Yeah.
Bunch of books that he
Right.
just doesn't like.
They don't have the uniform, but yeah. It would have been cool. He probably has one because he thinks that's what all universities do.
I don't think that was a thing at that time.
It's a utility uniform.
You are greeted by J. Dacilane, the former Pathfinder.
I always thought it was pronounced Dacilane.
Nah, I don't know.
That's how Justin pronounced it when he ran this. Dacilane.
Decline. No, I won't see decline. He probably left off a few letters.
Okay.
The gaggle of young people crowded into the lobby of the Grand Lodge parts to step out of the way for a man in an Eagle Knight's uniform. Pathfinder, it's so good to see you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to assist with our little educational venture. Allow me to present the students of Dacilane Academy. And they all quiet down and give little nods and shy half bows. And Goggle excitedly waves. This is their history teacher, Professor Thanmere Krelson. He gestures to a gray-bearded dwarf with spectacles perched on the end of his nose. The teacher struggles with the stack of papers as Jay continues. As you've been told, the class is traveling to Woods Edge Lodge today to explore life in the Pathfinder Society and to cooperate in a series of small tasks at the lodge. They'll report back to me at the end of the day. And
I hope that's not coming through.
That's me.
I know the loud sound.
Oh, it's definitely coming through.
And with each emphasis, he eyes the students. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the students and tell them a little about your adventures into the society so far?
Oh, okay. I'm way out of here. Does the hand gesture as he always does. I'm really close personal friends with Goggle or Google. I never remember. The Google's my middle name. Google's what I invent based off of you because of my scrub. It's a reference thing. I'm a part of a member of the Vigilant Seal to the Pathfinder Society, and I like. You know what? And then show and tell, and then I just pop out like. I start reading because remember I was writing the run spot, C spot run like cardboard books and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, my first adventure, I did all this with, and then I showed like I bought a house or I was gifted a house and my friend facilitated it, and yeah, I was go through the whole situation with my Goblin Razortooth with his ultimate grill. Now it's very official because he has the +1 striking rune. Level 4, yes. Yeah, he just. I lost my train of thought. I was so excited for the pop-up books. But and that's him. He just rambles off for like 30, 45 seconds talking about the pop-up books like yeah, this and then joining or being friends with the barbarians during the Trailblazer run and help, learn. That's how we got the deed with the other family at the Kadira, I think it was. Or no, where was the lodge?
That
The
was in
stonework.
Rasmere.
Rasmere, thank you. Oh yeah, the weird religion people, and I talk about them for about another 30 seconds. Like they believe weird stuff. No, me not offend if anybody in here is. Oh no, you wouldn't be. And then eventually Estrella's like, I'll talk.
No,
Because she knows if you no, she just letting Gway go off.
What's literally going on is Kyra's just trying to redirect her back. Kyra's like, yeah, she doesn't want to be here. Estrella's like, no. I want nothing to do with this.
I have to talk in front of
Nothing
students.
at all. No, she sees 15 kids. She's like,
Nope.
Jade
Jade is like hiding in the rafters in the shadows, like, no
Jade is
kids.
probably also grabbing Estrella's cloak, going, no, I need to hide behind you. So that's probably what it is there's Kyra trying to just kind of redirect Estrella back.
And that's valid.
And Jade just going, no,
And
no,
that's valid.
don't
Gway,
leave me.
Gway will 100% go into a tangent about our story together and our story together, because I'm the charisma character, even though
Because I can see Jade going, no, you're not leaving me with these kids.
Jade's
No.
like, I'm the same height as these kids are taller than me. No.
Yeah, oh yeah, every single, because they're like high school kids. They're college. Secondary, primary, where are we at school-wise?
All they say is pre-adolescent, and I don't know what that.
Oh, so then they're all about your height. You don't know what pre-adolescence means?
I don't know what that means.
10 to 12.
age-wise.
That's earlier than that, but yeah. I'd
little-
say, yeah,
I'd say
8, 9,
9 to
10, 11, 12 would be reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's probably secondary before what they would,
Because based on the art, I was like, they sound like teenagers, and then they're like, oh,
Yeah, they're not
but they're
teenagers.
pre-adolescent. Because
Yeah, so-
adolescent would be teenagers. So I was like,
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
8 to 12. They're in that range.
yeah.
And yeah, Estrella is just like, nope.
I know that it's a clinical term, post-adolescence, and I've heard it before, especially like with psychotherapy and stuff, but I've never heard anybody refer to somebody as a post-adolescent whatever. Because you're like, no, then you're just a young adult, or...
You're a teenager or an adult
Yeah.
at that point.
Like,
But it makes me think of whelm. Like, whelmed doesn't mean anything, really. You could be underwhelmed and overwhelmed, but what's whelmed?
Nothing.
Nothing, yeah. But by the way that suffix and prefixes work, it should be something, and it may very well just mean normal.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It has no linguistic connotation. It's so funny.
Like,
Welcome to the English language.
now I want to talk about
English language, the
all
first
you guys
3
as
kobolds in a trench coat. Because
post-adolescent.
it's
Yes.
German, French, and Italian. All rolled into one bastard language. I love English. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Ryan.
No, you're fine. I was just like, now I just want to call all of us post-adolescent. Welcome to the post-adolescent stream. Buckle in, everyone.
Because everybody after 13 is technically post-adolescents. We're post-adolescents with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when the cereal company sponsors us, we'll definitely be post-adolescent.
I swear to God, Brian, if you make the joke, I'm leaving. Not all of our viewers know my name.
Oh, and these are pictures of. You get the headshot of Dacilane, of Jay Dacilane, and
Dacilane
and
and Thandmir Krolson.
yep.
I see a tail on the back. Is that a monkey goblin?
That's a kobold.
Oh, never mind.
But these are the 2 we're dealing with right now.
Oh.
Well, that and
Is it Dacilane?
15.
Dacilane? Dacilane?
I say Dacilane.
And then Thandmir Krolson. Is that a dwarf or a gnome?
Dwarf.
A dwarf.
Nice.
I thought it was a gnome at first.
Well, I think... Oh, sorry.
Well, I can see from there.
Yeah. I think D&D gnomes it might look like, but it doesn't look like a Pathfinder gnome because they're kind of esoteric.
Well, it
Eccentric, not
depends,
esoteric. That's what I do.
because this one's a history teacher, so I could see him on the verge of bleaching.
It's like Flitwick in Harry Potter.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It does look a bit like Flitwick as well.
Let's see. Well, I think Gwei pretty much introduces everyone because nobody else wants to talk.
Because one's trying to escape.
Yeah.
And
It's like, I didn't sign up for this. You signed up exactly for this.
No, I didn't.
Jay,
It is not in my contract.
Jay just doesn't like to
It is
be
not. No.
out in the open.
Didn't sign that.
That's fair.
alright, so
Very fair.
here are your permission slips. Yes, Krelson takes a bunch of papers, starts handing some to students. You guys get some from a different stack of papers. These are your permission slips. All the things we expect you to do, chaperones. Yes, thank you for joining us. Here are the rules for the field trip and list of for you and a list for you of the tasks that the students are expected to accomplish today. Please remember that accomplishing these tasks is the point of the trip. If you need to know anything, please ask me now. We hope to leave in a few minutes. You shouldn't need any special equipment, Jay adds, but feel free to bring what you normally bring on an assignment. It will be interesting for the students to see fully equipped Pathfinders. I hope they enjoy getting a chance to influence the next generation. And then, he pulls you all in and says, also, do be on your best behavior. They are children, and they're likely to pick up bad habits from you as good. Alright, so any questions for Krelson once you eye over your little handouts?
All right. How many children are coming with each adult? Or is it just group for group?
So there's the 4 of you, me, and 15 kids plus Goggle.
Okay, but are we individual or are we breaking up into groups or are we one big group?
We're one big group.
Okay, perfect. So basically our job is
Chaperone.
shepherding.
Mm-hmm.
My brain wants to say shepherding, and I guess technically they're both the same.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where they get the word shepherd? Shepherd from? Sheep herd?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, so chaperone information. Thank you for agreeing to accompany our class to Woods Edge Lodge. Students have been preparing for this trip for several weeks. Several weeks. So they should be very familiar with this information. Field trip rules. Students are guests at the lodge and should show courtesy to Pathfinder agents and Venture Captain Armeline Giorno. No horseplay except in the battlegrounds, and then only under the supervision of chaperones. Students have full run of Woods Edge Lodge, other than the restricted section of the library where sensitive documents are kept. Remind students that the restricted section is off limits, and do not allow them access for any reason. Under no circumstances are unaccompanied students allowed in the maze of the open road.
I wonder why.
They shouldn't be going in there to begin with.
I've never been here.
You've never done that one?
I've never done that one.
There's a Medusa in that maze.
Ah.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So we're definitely going to the maze of the open road because I just know a kid's going to go in there. Just
Yeah.
because they said that.
Class assignment. Students are to complete the following tasks as a group to show that they have gotten something educational out of the trip. In the main hall, identify an artifact with a significant tie to Taldan history. In the kitchen, speak with the chef to learn the secret ingredient in Woods Edge pie. In the battleground, document 3 combat techniques frequently used by Pathfinder agents in the field.
Hide
In
stab.
the
Miss
library,
Estrella!
make note of the most common type of document in the open library.
Death certificates.
Cool.
That's on the wall of remembrance.
Ah.
Reliable students.
Is that the...
While any student in the class should be happy to assist you, the following are particularly responsible. Alec Grayskin, a tall, dark-haired human from Ustalov. Alec is helpful and friendly. He often volunteers to run errands for me. Geltra, a kobold from the Sewer Dragon tribe. Geltra is quiet but dependable. She has permission for her pigeon familiar, Ruffles, to accompany her on the trip.
Oops! I thought it was a lunch.
Hari, a studious half-elf from Osirian. I'm sure they'll be full of questions about the trip and about you. Hari is very focused on their academics and is usually the first to volunteer during class discussions. Tells Olsen, a sturdy, red-headed changeling human. Tells is the captain of our Rook team and a quiet leader. He watches out for the younger students and often gives them good advice. Vim Moneymaker, a talkative Katapeshi goblin. Vim probably knows as much about the Pathfinder Society as you or I. She writes letters to Ambrose Volson once a week, asking to start her training.
Does every goblin want to be a part of the society?
It's a good place
They
to
should be, yeah. I love it.
Well, we don't shoot at them here.
But Yegrig, Moneymaker, what down in Karapesh is.
The lines of
one-
Katapesh.
Yeah, he's from that scenario, and then he was introduced in the Pathfinder First Edition scenario, where he helps the Pathfinders who are ambushed at night.
Right. So this is his daughter?
Yeah,
Nice.
Or granddaughter.
Oh, that's fair. Well, they're goblins.
yeah.
I was like, do
Great-granddaughter.
goblins live long enough to meet a... I mean, some do.
Yegrig seems to be.
Ygritte
living long.
is fairly old.
Is he?
Yeah.
Like over 30?
I think so.
Wow.
Like, he somehow hasn't blown himself up, which
Set
is
himself on fire, or
which
He's
is
like, "I got too much."
probably effect of civilization.
Yeah. I can't wait till there's a scenario where we find out that goblins are technically immortal. I mean, because they're like immune to disease, and I mean, they're not, but they, in theory, would be immune. Like they're what's host entities? Like they can carry everything, but they don't die from it. Like bubonic rats.
Zoonosis.
Yeah. They're just the ultimate rat. They're technically immortal. They get to 100 and they ding. There's an audible sound and they shed their skin and come out as babies again. You're like, what the heck? Like the immortal jellyfish. Oh man, now I want an aquatic goblin. Paizo, call me. That was Paizo calling me. That was apropos. I love it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
100% Gwei would have interest in Vim for sure, goblin-like minded, and I'm sure Goggle as well. And then Ruffles, the Geltra's, her and her pigeon all sound like tremendous fun.
So any questions for Krelson?
Did you need my trap finding? I didn't know if you need it for or not.
Yeah,
That
might
trap
as well
making.
have
Yeah, it's nice to have it just in case.
Here.
Yeah.
Because it applies to
Yeah.
hazards as well, doesn't it?
I am unsure.
I think we looked it up the other day, and it's traps, hazards, and
Yeah, it was trap hazards and stuff.
and I thought it was haunts, but I think that's just me.
No, that's not hot.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's not hot.
I get the trap spotter version for haunts.
My perception is +8, but my thievery is +9.
Yeah.
And since I think it's my perception +1 because it's traps, it's
It'd be
+9.
the same, yeah. Nice. Basically, if there's a armor, like a statue whose axe is about to fall on you, you're like, no. Just push the kid away.
Push the kid into the way.
Oops.
Oops. Hey, we have one less now.
Put your kid into Gwei.
Yeah, do that. I thought we were friends, Jade. Jade's like, I don't know you.
We are. Go away.
Wait.
Also, I'll have to tell you the classes that the kids possess. They're pretty funny. All
Okay.
right. So, no questions for the professor?
No, not really.
Okay.
Now, I read a lot of light RPG books. Now I can all of a sudden think of, all of a sudden they turn like 7, all of a sudden, ding, this is your class. Or an 8 or whatever. They barely got their class, so they're coming with us.
Valid.
All right. So, you can meet with any of the students. You get to pick one, and this is a make an impression check. Usually with diplomacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can just get to know them a little bit better.
I assume because they're the only named ones, it's the reliable students.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also it's diplomacy, and there's also an associated lore that each of them likes. I'll tell you when you meet them.
So we choose either that or the lore.
Yeah, either
Okay.
diplomacy or the lore.
And just for my purposes, it's not considered a recall knowledge. Okay. Because that just means I can't use diverse lore or esoteric lore, which is fine. I just could use diplomacy anyways. As is Estrella. Do you guys have a preference? Because obviously the kobolds and the goblin are apropos for me.
Oh, I was gonna try and talk to the kobold
There you go.
because quiet is useful to me.
Oh, yeah. Do you still have... I know it's not technical, but do you still have the ice method just like hanging out on your back like a tattoo?
As far as I'm concerned, the ice method is still there.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to leave her. I love her.
She's like, I like this thing too much. You're not getting rid of it. On those hot, miserable, summer sweltering days.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is wonderful.
Just imagine she's got this really badass Oni tattoo, but it's the Mephit.
Probably.
All I can think of is all of a sudden we go someplace really cold and she's still carrying around the Mephit.
Well, it's a little bit colder. Whatever. Then she gets we find a fire Mephit, and then you get like the yin yang with the ice and the fire Mephit. And you're just like, work! It's like you're the air conditioning or the AC unit doesn't work, so you're like slapping your back, like, what do you do the job?
This is secretly how Estrella's family got the tiefling heritage, is just dealing with temperature and grabbing methods. And they just absorb demonic energy.
Great.
Yeah, that's not at all it, but okay.
I love it.
Alright, so...
I mean, I thought you knew the actual story behind it, but...
I vaguely remember, but, I like making up false stories all the time.
That's true. That is very false. There's an honest, realistic way of how they got demonic.
Like, I'm the one spreading rumors about your family. Going, yeah, no marriage or nothing. They just, they market methods for temperature control.
Make a lot of money that way.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Giltra.
Giltra? Alright. So, let's see. So, Giltra is like staring at you, and is like, you can just feel the thoughts of tall, I want to be here. She's clutching the book, and then you feel a tugging at your belt, and you see a pigeon just trying to pull your sword out.
Oh no.
She's like, Ruffles, no!
Oh no.
That's like, the sword is heavier than you. Smack.
Oh, by a healthy margin. It's a longsword?
A bastard sword.
Oh, Jesus. 5 pounds? What's the average weight of a pigeon? Ounces?
Maybe a pound?
Not even.
Is she like,
A good healthy one, maybe a pound.
A New York pigeon, maybe a pound, but not some Galorian familiar pigeon.
she like grabs Ruffles and is like, sorry, Ruffles likes to grab things.
That's good. Is Ruffles familiar with like the kleptomaniac?
Pretty much.
I love it.
Hi.
That's cool.
Hi, I'm Estrella.
I'm Giltra.
So where are you from, Giltra?
Underneath. From the sewer dragon tribe.
No. I'm from Mendiv.
I've read about Mendiv. They said it's on fire.
No. Not currently.
Oh, good.
So when the book was
I'm
written,
glad it got better. I'm only halfway through that book.
Oh. Yeah, it gets better. It gets much better.
Good.
It gets a little worse before that, but it does get better.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
So, what do you hope to accomplish here, Giltra?
I'm gonna go back to the library.
We're going to a library.
I want to go back to my library. I don't want to be outside. There's sunlight,
Yes,
and
there's
it
sunlight.
hurts my reading eyes.
That's fair.
And there's so many things up here that Ruffles tries to steal.
I'm sure he'll find something.
Ruffles, no! And the pigeon is now dragging what looks like an alchemist flask. I don't know where all this stuff comes from. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's the pigeon's intelligence? Because if it touches an esoterica, it's going to get eaten. It comes back, right?
Like, familiars are magically intelligent.
Yeah. But I mean, if you eat a
I have-
familiar, can't they do like it comes back after a long rest or whatever the version of that is in Pathfinder? Because they're not always like dead, right?
Yeah, I forgot exactly, but...
I think you have to resummon them.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they just...
Then they just have to do resummoning something, and I don't remember what it is.
Yeah.
That's fair. I love it.
When I start playing patches, I'll learn more about it.
Is that your witch?
It's my wizard,
Oh, wizard. Nice.
my rat folk wizard.
So, I'm gonna
And-
when they sorry, I tangent. When they release the errata for rogue and wizard, because wizards will get all simple weapons, rogues get martial. I'm gonna rebuild Amoe as a scoundrel martial or a scoundrel rogue with the martial dedication. It's like, and you get this, and you get this, and you get this. It's like, oh, it's so much good synergy. But to get martial as a dedication, you have to have trained in martial weapons. Martial, M-A-R-S, martial weapons, M-A-R-T, different, but it's the same word. English!
That's English.
But yeah, Geltra also would like library lore if you have it.
No.
So diplomacy.
Pretty good. So that's 23.
3. Let's see. Okay, so. Geltra didn't want to open up, but you two bonded over your lack of not wanting to talk to each other. And so she seems friendly now. Alright. Who wants to talk to who next?
Yeah.
Just-
I would like to talk to Vim.
Alright.
Like, hi, Vim. Yeah.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Oh, I think you said, I thought you said eat me. I was like, what? Took wait a second. Huh? Oh, well,
Okay.
I guess. How do you feel about scribbles?
If they get me to be a Pathfinder agent, I'll do whatever it takes.
I'd like to show you pictoglyphs. It's like
yes.
scribbles, but better.
Yes, this is better.
Yeah. And then I'll explain how they work with the,
And Vim is very energetic, unlike me, and talkative, unlike me. And goes on about her uncle Ygritte down in Capash and all their fun adventures. They built a bridge and
Kadpesh is close to Kadira, right?
across the sea, so it's closer to Assyrian.
Yeah.
So
Kadira is in Africa and Kadpesh, or is it the other way around?
So, from what I remember on the map, you've got Garand, which is the continent
Yep.
south of Absalom, and then Avestan is north of it.
Yeah.
And Taldor is over here, and then Kadira.
Yeah. So, Kadira is like India or India / Middle East, and then Garund is like Africa as far as like analogs. Kadapesh is on the Africa side or the India side?
It's on the Africa side.
Okay, so it's just above Geb or something of that nature.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's east of the Mwangi Expanse, but not across the ocean
Right.
where Opara and like...
It's really horrible geography, so I'm like.
Yeah, that's why I
really
have to do
lost.
analogs. So like Garand, I wouldn't, in my brain, I go Africa. Okay, I know what that is. And then there's like a little, it's an open ocean because it's not technically connected like the Mediterranean, but it's as if the Mediterranean and then there's no Arabian Peninsula. It's basically just an open ocean.
Yeah, Katapesh and Osiri are more or less the
India/Middle East.
Middle East.
Yeah.
Osirian is Egypt, for lack of a better word. Katapesh is more Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and those.
Because Geb is also a little bit like
Yeah.
Egypt, but it's like the undead Egypt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Yeah. So they're definitely. I was just relatively close to their homeland, which is great. I'll tell her. I'll have to look up her uncle. She said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look up her uncle. Like he sounds like he has some interesting stories that I could transcribe with my pictograms. I always look for more stories for the Vigilant Seal. You know, it's definitely good place for goblins that don't hate words. You know, and like I said, you don't need to like words. You can transcribe them differently. The story and the information is the important part.
I was thinking they had a better. Oh, here.
Yeah, there's the big map.
Kind of.
You're missing the bottom half, but otherwise, you have just like the northeast version.
I was just trying to see if they actually had some of the places here.
Yeah. So.
Katapesh, okay.
And then over here across the
Kadir.
Yep.
Kadira.
Okay.
Well,
So is it
these are
Taldor?
the pictures of
Taldore,
those
that's where
students.
Opara is, right? It's like that's the India because it's Opara is like where I can't think of words. Oh, that's Vim. Nice. So these are the students minus the one that you ripped out.
Yep.
All right. So Hari was half elf from Rosarian. Okay. Tells was he's a changeling. Oh. Oh, changeling human. So he's a human with the. Is it rare or uncommon for the changeling background? But
It's uncommon.
cool. Oh, she straight up has. Is that the Pathfinder seal on her chest, or is that something?
Yeah, that's
Glyph of the Open Road.
Glyph of the
Yeah, that's
Open
it. Thank you.
Glyph of the Open Road.
That's the thing that's on all of our wayfinders, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, what would you like me to roll to entrap? I mean,
So them
friends.
likes Pathfinder Society lore.
okay.
In addition to diplomacy.
I'll do diplomacy because that's a bit higher.
Yeah.
Will be a 17.
17. All right. Well, you don't improve Vim, but Vim was already friendly, so.
Oh, that's fair. Cool.
I will talk to Alec
Alec?
because he's the top one.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so. Alec is like, oh, you look so tall and imposing. How are you?
You're a smart ass, aren't you?
What?
I am not tall at all.
I am smart and clever, thank you.
I can
Literally describes him as a tall, dark-haired human from Ustalav.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's probably looking down even on Jade.
I figure because I'm only like 3.5 feet tall.
I'm thinking of like Victor Crumb, tall, dark, foreboding eyes.
Well, he kind of looks
Kind
like
of.
it's,
Yeah.
except he has long hair.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I gotta
he's
look him up.
plainly the cool kid.
Yes,
Oh, is that him?
that's
Yeah.
it.
Oh shit! All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Less Victor Crumb and more Snape
Yes,
as a young boy.
And
Snape.
That's why I was like, with some of the art, I was like, he doesn't look like he's in with this group. Like,
Yeah, he looks like more of a almost an
Yeah.
adult.
I figured they were teenagers based on everything, but They said they're younger.
Well, there's
so
no way he's between 8 and 12.
Same with Hari.
Right? Yeah, I know. I'm looking. I mean, Tells is like, dude looks like he plays senior football. He's captain of a ruck team. Ruck?
Ruck. R-U-K.
Is that like Galarian's football? I need to Google it. That's cool. I was just curious. It doesn't matter. Keep on.
I know, but I was like, they actually mentioned it, so I'm like, oh yeah. So real quick, Ruck is a 10-person team attempts to knock a sand-filled ball through rings. Originally a sport from Catpesh.
So, Quidditch, but on the floor, or I guess soccer, basically.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
I guess it's something that reminds me of like the Aztecs. They had those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but with it being filled with
armadillo thing.
sand?
Yeah, the
well
Aztec.
the arena, yeah.
The arena.
The ball was filled with sand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
The ball filled with sand?
Yeah.
You ain't throwing that thing for crap.
So
If it's
I'm
the
just
size
like,
of a soccer ball, it's
Well, we don't know the size of the ball.
reasonably heavy.
But that's all the description they give, so I'm like, there's rings and there's a ball full of sand. The rest of it, I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking of like 3 rings would be the nets. You'd have one center ring worth 1 point, and then probably 2 like 5-hole rings in hockey, which would be like 2 or 3 points maybe. Easier to defend, harder to score on, but worth more.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Quidditch a little bit.
Yeah.
Not flying. Or maybe flying. This is Pathfinder, so who knows.
I asked him about how he likes playing. He plays Ruck, right?
No.
No, that's
He
that's
points to Tells. He's like, that one. Ugh, sports. Ugh.
So what do you like to do for fun?
No, I like to do all sorts of things. I like to be helpful and
Do you like opening locks?
well, it's a pastime. I thought maybe.
Well, I'm really good at opening locks.
Are you?
Yeah.
I like to learn how to be better at that. Yeah. Just for that, you can roll thievery on him.
Okay. It's better than my diplomacy.
This is my conspiring for later in the scenario that you don't know about, Face.
Of course not. That's why I rolled a 3.
So what did you get?
A 12.
12. Like, give me a perception.
He is not impressed with your log picking ability.
I don't think Jade was trying to impress him. That'd be a 21 perception.
Alright.
22 perception.
So, you're just like, alright, so locks, they have a hole. And you're just, and you stick things in it. And he's like, yeah. He's looking interested and praising you, but you can tell he's like, oh my gosh, I was paired with an idiot. I know more than Jade does.
Jade's not giving away trade secrets.
Good.
Let's see. So that was
Alec.
Because I rolled really crappy.
That's okay.
It happens. All right.
Kyra.
Kyra's gonna talk to Tells. Guess what? I'm not even gonna try and roleplay that.
Alright. So Tells, he thinks Pathfinders are the coolest. He tells in a very heroic organization. His dad is a Pathfinder, and his dad killed the hag that tried to take him away when he was a kid, or younger. And so he's very into sports, He's very protective of, like, the weaker people.
Nice. Yeah.
Tells likes diplomacy or games lore.
Yeah, she's got scribing lore.
Mm-hmm.
The history
Nice.
of writing.
I mean, wish we had the actual level 4 of her. All right, well, so that is a 24.
All right.
Unless she gets the +1 for being level 1, which I think is illegal.
I mean, probably, but that's enough to get him up to helpful with you guys. And then, alright. Let's see. So, after talking with some of the students, everyone is gathered together, and you go through a portal connecting you to the Woods Edge Lodge from the Grand Lodge. As soon as you guys step through the portal, though, you notice that something is strange because the sky has a greenish tint and there are odd sounds in the air. When the field trip group steps out of the trimmed hedges of the maze of the opened road and onto the lawn of the Woods Edge Lodge, something is clearly wrong. The air has a flat metallic tang. The sky is a startling emerald color, and the sounds of distant bells tinkle on the breeze. The students don't seem to have noticed anything odd. They chatter excitedly about their journey through the maze and speculate on where it might lead. Suddenly, Hari darts a look around the group and asks in an alarmed tone,
I remember this, mate.
"Where's Professor Krelson? Where are the chaperones?" The other students fall quiet, then burst out arguing what to do.
I remember. Pick it up.
And Professor Krelson is nowhere to be seen.
That's the wharf?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
And the other guy are also missing.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
So we lost almost half of our support immediately. But we still have the same number of children, right?
Yeah.
All right, step 1. Children are safe.
You're standing right in front of you.
Gonna get rope and institute a buddy policy.
Alright. So, who are you tying the rope to?
All the students.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you get the rope out, you try and lasso it around one, and it goes right through him.
What? Can I roll esoteric lore for this? To see if this is something that I would recognize as like illusionary effect, or am I the illusion, Brian?
Yeah, you could be. Sure.
Okay.
Well, let me roll it. What's your...
All right. So it's a +11 if it's a recall knowledge. It's a +9 if any other type of knowledge.
Okay. So, you realize that you are slightly out of phase with reality. You and the other Pathfinders from the kits.
Oh yeah, 'cause they couldn't make this easy on us.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Children, can you still see and hear me?
And they're still... They don't seem to acknowledge you. You can stand
Oh no.
in their same place. You can shout in their ear. Then they don't seem to notice anything. Let's see.
Maybe I should have brought my wizard.
Alright. So, Estrella, you notice, looking around, that while you don't seem to be able interact with the kids or heavy things, you do notice that, like, you have footprints in the grass, and, like, walking around, like, moves some blades around. At this point, Vim, says, maybe they're stuck in the maze. We should go look for them. And Hari puts out a hand to halt her. Absolutely not. Going in the maze is strictly forbidden. And Tells says, let's go inside for help. They'll know what to do. Students mutter and head to a lodge. Two-story manor house that sports rounded turrets on the front of the building. The students walk up to a staircase to the front doors, decorated with the painting of stylized Wayfinder. Tails knocks, and when no one answers, he opens the doors and leads the class inside. You guys are free to follow. You find that walls and other physical barriers you can't go through. So you can't open doors on your own. But if a door is open, there's like a resistance, but you can push your way through it. So you're able to follow the students. And now for the fun part. We're going to skip through a whole lot of testing of what, as you guys figure out what you can and can't do. So you guys can move very light objects. You can slide items of negligible bulk along surfaces. You can't pick them up. There's no fine controls, so you can't use a pen or chalk to write anything. You could probably draw a symbol or something.
It's a good thing I taught Vim my pictographs real quick.
If you have your spells, abilities, and equipment don't work on the material plane anymore, they seem to be in this hour shift reality.
Ethereal phasing.
Yeah,
okay.
So the first challenge is you guys need to figure out a way to try and talk with them. Let's see. Just trying to remember where, because they tell me where they head to first. So, let's see. The lodge's great room appears abandoned. Books lie open on reading tables, and a fire burns cheerily in the room's massive hearth. A set of animal-shaped droge tiles stands spread across the table as if interrupted mid-game. An account book rests next to an abacus on the table in the southwestern corner. Hushed exchanges between students are the only sounds. A few students begin settling into the cozy chairs as Alec calls out, "Hello, anyone there?" When no answer comes, he shrugs and says, "I suppose we can do whatever we like," before collapsing sideways into a chair and throwing his feet up on a fine mahogany table. "I'm going to get my assignment done," Geltra counters. "There's supposed to be an interesting talented artifact in this room. Shouldn't be hard to find." She begins examining the metal plaques around the room, looking slightly abashed at having spoken up in front of everyone. Her pigeon ruffles coos contentedly on her shoulder while the rest of the students groan at the suggestion. They should do schoolwork under these circumstances. Alright, so, there's a variety of things in the room that you think you can
play around with
to get their attention. There's the droge tiles. I don't know. Drouge. It appears to be it's a type of. It says it's a cutthroat strategy game involving the careful placement of tiles on the board with animal figures on it.
Cool.
The abacus, pages of the open books, or even the flames of the lanterns. Everyone is bored and just sitting in chairs, kicking around, except for Geltra, who is trying to look at the plaques and figure out their first assignment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go play with the abacus, see if I can move the things around.
All right.
Yes.
So, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, tells. So, you start messing with the abacus beads, and Tells is like, oh, what the heck is that? Alright. Okay, so this will be related to the actual check that you might need to do in the future. It's a 2-action activity called Communicate from Beyond. So,
Yeah, I get to be a haunt.
pretty much. It's an athletics, diplomacy, occultism, or thievery to effectively communicate with the student.
Perfect.
Okay.
For Tells, because he likes you guys so much, you get a +2 to this roll.
Nice.
Okay. So 15 plus 9 is 24.
That's with the +2.
That's with the +2.
Okay. So you can communicate one word.
Trying to think what one word.
Yeah, one word is hard.
I was going to say be good, but that's 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
Help.
No.
Together.
That's a good one. Together.
Together. Okay. Let's communicate together.
Alright. So the actual process of trying to get together from abacus moving.
Just Morse code.
Well, but like it's a lengthy process.
Sure.
But he's like together.
I think you'll find it's a 2-action process, Brian.
And he's like, okay, together. I don't know what that means, but the abacus is talking to me. So he's like, do you know any other words, Mr. Abacus?
Is another thievery check?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's 21 on the dice plus 9, 30.
Sorry, I heard. Well, that's a 21 on the die. I'm like, Fred, use a D20.
Well, it's 19 plus 2.
Alright, with a 30, you get a phrase of up to 10 words.
Ooh.
He's like, guys, the abacus, it speaks to me.
Basically, tell them to stay together.
Yeah. Stay together, do your work. Stay together, do your work. We got 5 more.
Stay out of the maze.
Stay out of the maze. Yeah, perfect. There you go. 10 words.
Guys, the abacus wants us to do the assignment with Geltra. And the other kids are like, the abacus is talking to you? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's what it said. Stay together, do your work, stay out of the maze.
Is there any dust that I can manipulate and draw a pictogram?
Yeah.
Remind me of the check that I can make for that.
Let's see. Athletics, diplomacy, occultism, or thievery.
Let's do diplomacy. Could be worse. Could be much worse. I do math. That will be a 20. Wait. 28?
28. Okay. So you can do a phrase of up to 10 words.
Yeah. So I will draw circles. So like 6 or 4, 5, how many? 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 15
There's
kids.
15
but I'm not going to
kids.
do all 15 circles. So I'm just going to do a bunch of circles. Like football, like ruck.
Okay.
You know, like X's are going to be the 3 of us. Circles, maybe 4 or 5 for the kids. And then I'm going to draw a big circle around it to remain together. And then something that corresponds with like, you know, like an I and then a circle and then an X over the I. Like you can't see us, but we're here.
Mm-hmm. Right. So.
And I'm hoping my relationship with Vim and showing her the pictograms will let her be like, oh, that's got to be Gwei.
So Hari is the one who notices your dust. It's like, guys, the dust is talking to me. Oh, what? First the abacus, now the dust? Yeah, something's being drawn out. I don't get it. Vim's like, drawn out? Bam. I understand this. This is Gwei.
Yeah.
Alright. So they're here. Somehow.
We're always watching.
Very much.
What was the other thing that we could interact with, you said?
The statue or something?
No,
There was
a game.
Oh, that's right, the game.
the Draug game pieces.
Okay. I mean, if I can use athletics, I'll try and maneuver those.
There you go. Is there you said that we had to find a Taldor
The
Taldor
Taldor relic was
in the room?
Relic.
yeah.
Could I search for that while...
Yeah, it has
Okay.
a handy handout. Because Geltra is basically like, okay, I need help if you guys are here. I don't understand these.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
So do we want to do that first, and then I'll see if I can communicate?
Yeah. So, following plaques are meant to label artifacts on display within the main hall. They have been separated from the artifacts. So, plaque 1. Do you want me to read them out?
Yeah.
Okay. So, plaque 1. I twinkle and gleam, gentle light I supply. You'll make a wish when I streak down from the sky. Starfall 4350 AR. Plaque number 2. So we find the plaques, we just don't know where they go as of yet.
So Geltra gathers basically the plaques
Perfect.
and them on a nearby table
Excellent.
and the items.
So we can, if you can manipulate high enough, we can make the not ruck board, the druid board or whatever. You can make it look like the room and then place, see if they're smart enough.
Yeah.
Plaque 2. What could be lurking across the neighbor's field? Put me to your eye, it will soon be revealed. Skywatch 4698 AR. Plaque number 3. I can make you honey or unlock a chest. Oh, I can't make you honey or unlock a chest, but I share the same name as 2 from my nest. Companion to Stavian 1, Opara 4580 AR. And plaque number 4. I have never galloped through glades or past trees. If I swish my white tail, I move through the seas. White Throne, 4713 AR. The following artifacts in the main hall have places on their display stands for plaques. A yard long spiral horn embellished with emeralds and rubies. B, a taxidermied owl bear posed threateningly by the door of the lodge. C, a polished bronze spyglass. Or D, a fist-sized lump of pitted metal. Well, I already know what two of those are immediately without even looking them up.
So, to know what the first one is, it will be a crafting check to recall knowledge.
Okay.
That you can
The first one is the pitted metal.
Right. He's saying we have to roll to do the...
Why do we have to roll if we know?
Because our intelligence isn't our character's intelligence, which I totally get.
That's fair.
I can make all those checks at -8 unless they're literal recall knowledge, and then they're plus, not -8, Jesus. +9 or +11 if they do involve recall knowledge.
Yeah. So
I can roll or you can roll. I believe Estrella has crafting.
Yep.
Oh, so
and I think hers, because you're at 4, yours might be slightly better than mine, 'cause I think you're... No, what is your... No, your
crafting is not great. I think
My crafting
Jade's
is
better.
Crafting is a +6.
Okay, yeah,
So ours is the same.
Yeah, and my recall knowledge is better. It's +11, so...
So, they're all recall knowledges, but yeah.
Yeah. Here's the fun thing. I have dubious knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I'm wrong, I roll a 1, I still get some semblance of correct information.
And a whole bunch of negative.
What's that?
Do you get negative, not the truth?
Well, so yeah, with dubious knowledge, I get
I
get one element of truth and one element of false, but any element of truth, like starfall, okay. I mean, a meteorite. It's definitely not going to be the spyglass, you know. Like it's a metal. There's only one thing of metal. But yeah, I can roll for you if you'd like, or you can roll for me.
I was gonna let you guys roll for these.
All right. That's a 21 for the Skyfall.
All right. So you do recognize that the lump is sky metal.
Yeah. Estrella's like, that's a meteorite. That's immediately, like, not even, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a meteorite.
Well, and that just improves our odds. So on the board, now you can roll your athletics to manipulate the board, and you can like there's a pawn and a pawn, a king and a king, a queen and queen. You can symbol A, B, C, D, and then put black and white, so that they know this matches with this. Assuming you roll well enough to convey that information.
Well, let's get through all of them, then
Sure. All right.
That.
The next one's higher, 23.
Okay.
For the spyglass.
So, weirdly, they didn't leave a check for the spyglass. I guess they were like, no, we're not that clever. So, I'll give it to you that is a narwhal horn. Decorated with gems from White Throne and Erison.
Yeah, that's the
C
yard
one. Long.
Yeah.
I have never galloped through glades or past trees. Yeah.
Because narwhals are the unicorns of the ocean.
Yep.
And then just because...
Narwhal, swimming through the ocean. I fucking love that song. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. And just because I know that...
I had to break Casey.
Casey usually asked about heraldry lore. I was going to let him do heraldry lore on the owlbear.
Yeah, go nuts.
Of course.
Do it. You got this.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So that's a 25.
All right. So, you recognize Beaky the Third and know that Grand Prince Stavian the First was the ruler of Talendor, and this was his stuffed owlbear companion.
I don't know if that's a great thing or if it's like, yes, you will forever be remembered as stuffed owlbear. It's like,
Well, I mean,
He will be
I've seen-
forever known as Beaky the Third.
Beaky the Third, but you're stuffed now.
yeah, there's a. I want to say it was a micro.
Is that
it was a
honoring?
weird. No, so there's a lady who runs a dog sanctuary, and every like couple of years she adopts officially a dog that she's in love with. I don't remember the name of the show, but it's like Weird Obsessions or something like that. And every dog that lives like more than 2 or 3 years, and they all die within 5 or 10 years anyways, she gets them stuffed. And she has a room specifically, and they're like posed in play or posed in sleep or posed. It's macabre. But I get it. I mean, but imagine if we did that with like family. Get Brian stuffed. He's doing the owlbear pose. Like, this is my great great grandfather Brian Hansen.
I think it is a little bit macabre, to tell you the truth.
It is.
It is.
100%. Even as a pet, I would rather cremate and then just have like 4 or 5. Not every year, because then that's a different kind of macabre. Like, did you kill them all? But like instead, not stuffed but just a couple ash urns on the mantle. Like, this was my grandfather's family dog. That makes far more sense to me than.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be more flattered that people would want to look at me after I died. I'd be like,
No, see, I don't trust people because
Yeah, I don't trust
people would like
either.
look up skirts and they're weird. People are
Yeah,
dumb.
people are.
well, I know, but
I mean, they do that at Tussauds, the wax stuff, like the crap that they get away with there. No, not a real person. No,
I mean,
Yeah, I'm fully on board with the put a peach pit with me and let a tree grow.
yeah. Oh, I'd love that.
like, but if I get a chance to haunt my stuffed body and just walk around, take a shower, eat some food, and then they're like, why does it always stink? Who keeps putting sandwiches in his stomach?
Oh man.
I'm like, yeah, I see upsides.
Oh, terrifying. Great, terrifying.
All right. Here's my athletics check to manipulate this Draugboard. So that's a 23.
All right, so that's worth 1 word.
Well, again, I'm trying to like make a map of the room. And then so
yeah,
like the pawns would be walls.
Yeah, you can make the map with one word.
The word would be, I imagine, is answer. You just put things there. And so, Geltra's like, yeah, and the other students are like, yeah, we didn't have to figure out nothing.
Pathfinder Society is so helpful. They did the work for us.
And then they're like, this means we can go anywhere we want. Everyone splat. So, they kind of do. So,
No.
Geltra and Harry head to, or Hari, or Harry, I'm not sure. Hari head to the kitchen after peeking into the conference room. Tells and Vim venture into a lodge, stopping in the battleground. Alec heads to the library by himself. The rest of the students decide to stay put until they are rescued. So Goggle and 10 students decide to sit this one out and wait for the homework to be finished for them. So currently, you can, with them opening those doors, you can go look at the conference room. You can go to the kitchen. You can go to the battleground, or you can see what Alec is doing in the library.
Let's start with the library.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
I'm
isn't
most
that
worried there?
they're not allowed
There's
in
an
the library?
actual section they're not supposed to be in.
Okay, there's a restriction section in the library, but otherwise they have access to the library.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Gultra and Hari, they're just looking for the secret ingredient.
True.
Creased old maps shelves. Bound collections of reports and yellowing historical records fill the shelves inside this quiet library. A surprisingly large number of romance novels with titles like Lord Rumplefield's Bride, Yearnings of Autumn, and Abandoned by the Ark Lord also crowd the shelves. One bookshelf on the north wall stands out from the wall, revealing a door marked Restricted, Sensitive. A small alarm bell is attached to the wall above the door, but the wire connecting it to the doorway has been disconnected. So, Alec is kneeling down, hard at work with a set of thieves' tools, muttering, "The good stuff must be in here." So, you guys will need to communicate to either distract him from his task or to otherwise get him to stop.
All I can think of is arming a trap. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to kill him.
So
I don't think that was.
Doesn't have to be lethal.
Yeah. Like just a bunch of books falling. It's funny.
This is something everyone gets to do.
Okay.
If there's one critical success, you succeed. Or if at least half of you succeed, then you stop him.
So.
Alright. So what are
We
we
roll?
allowed to do?
So there's like, you can probably like pop some books down, and you can pull on some of his thieves' tools and try and drag him away and stuff like that. Tug on his collar.
I like that.
Drop a book on his head.
Is
Pull
there
on his hair.
like a sign nearby that says like restricted area, don't go?
Yeah, he's ignored
Could I
it.
just like shift the sign a little, like like an exit sign? You just hit it and it's like, don't be stupid.
Yeah, that'll work.
What do I have to roll to interact?
Athletics, diplomacy, occultism, or thievery.
Okay. So we all get to check.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's Alec, he can -1.
No! No. All right, so I'm at +8. 15 + 8, 23.
23. Alright, so that's a success.
All right, well, I did my part.
Alright. I'm gonna knock some books over next to him.
Okay.
Actually, no. What I want to do is I want to grab the string and jingle the bell violently.
Yeah, that'll work.
Athletics 20.
Alright. That's enough. But you will roll, Fred?
Yeah.
Hey, you might get the critical and scare that out of him.
I'm gonna move his thieves' tools.
There
Okay.
you go.
I'm gonna use thievery to do.
Crit throws them across the room. They fall in the door. No!
I'll put him down the vent.
Kick him under the door.
Kick him under the door. So +8. That'll be a 19.
19. Okay, so you succeed. So, you guys, annoy him enough that, he's like, fine, and just, guess I can't have any fun, and throws one of his picks in frustration, which activates a summoning rune. And it's initiative. But only for you guys, the ones who didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I would rather they attack us and not the kids.
Yeah.
Let's see what this encounter is like for the high tier.
So do we want to make this the library?
Yeah.
Or something over here? I know,
Yeah.
but is this the actual map or are you just
That's not the
bastardizing?
No.
actual map,
Okay.
but We just need a place to have squares and for stuff to happen.
Okay. Well, this gives you a closed area with things that can be shelves. These are actual, like, they're marked, like in Skyrim, the thing with the glass.
Mm-hmm.
There's a word for it. My brain can't function. So
Case.
not slightly bigger opener or slightly smaller closed. Because we can utilize either or.
Yeah, we'll do a slightly bigger one.
All right. So assume like over in this direction is restricted. So we'll start like over here. That's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll put the rogue and the cleric in the back, and then me and you up front with the armor. Is she medium or light armored?
Medium.
Okay.
And she's tall, so I can
Oh,
hide.
wait, no. She's light armored.
Yeah, I thought she's cloistered. She's not war domain cleric or whatever they're called.
War priest.
Thank you. Oh, I had a
So you guys are 4s?
Mostly.
4, 4, 4, and 3. So we have to be 4.
Well-
minimum, so.
Well, I know. I forgot to do the challenge points.
So 4, 4, 3.
Yeah.
4, 4, 3. Okay.
And then 4 for PC, right? Or the gen?
She's only a 1.
Oh.
We don't have the level 4s.
Oh. We just jump everything up by 3. Minimum.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
So that is.
Except for hit points.
Yeah, hit points are a little higher.
Yeah, she'd be 40 something. What's her con?
Her con is 10.
Oh, wow. She'd be 32 or 34 or something like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Because it's 8 times 3. 24.
Yeah.
So 40. Exactly.
Well, that's right. 'Cause she's human. Yeah. I was basing off goblin hit points, which aren't great. I think we get 4 instead of 8 or whatever humans get 6. Oh, that's a good point. What hit points are thaumaturges? 8 plus. And I'm at 6, and humans are at 8. She wouldn't have 40 hit points. She would have to have 38.
Huh?
No, that's not right.
She's got.
No,
16.
yeah. 2 less. Yeah, okay. She does have 40. Wow. Because her human makes up for most of the minus con. Because I have 12. So she would have technically less than me, but because human is 2 extra, she has 2 less. So I'm at 42, she's at 40. That makes sense. Okay. Math is weird. To me, anyways. Ooh. Okay. I was like, if you needed to speak, forget the.
That's pretty good.
Excuse me.
That must be with more people. Okay, so where did I put?
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed. You can't do unarmed with the weapon implement. It has to be a one-handed weapon. So I can't ever get the attack of opportunity against my exploit. Unless I swap and no longer do the grill.
Alright, Gwei
I got a 20.
and Jade
20.
Jade goes before me.
and Estrella.
18.
Well, I guess we can determine, but
Yeah. Kyra?
13.
Okay, so it's Gwei or Jade, and then Estrella, and then the enemies.
So what do we see?
Oh, I guess hers would actually be 16.
Yeah, +3.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the wrong encounter, Brian.
And the irony is, I think she does have Pilgrim's Token.
Okay.
Not on this.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I think you have to take it at level 1, don't you?
Probably.
So, you see 3 tiny humanoids. Let me make sure. Okay, so never mind. So it'll go Gwei, Jade, these guys, and then Estrella and Kyra. Wait,
All right.
I knew that didn't look right.
Say again?
Okay, that's still enough. No, I keep confusing the low and high tier creatures, and I'm like, why are there?
Well, you could
Not
just
enough.
ignore low tier, so
Well, I trying to, but I'm like
it's confusing.
okay. So there's one different. That's what it is. I've got 2 the same and 1 different. So for E is 1, 2, and then 1 different.
So the 2 acts on its own and 1 and 1 are for your purposes?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the 1 and 2 are 1 different type of small humanoid. And then, let's see. Those are small sized, and then the one behind them is tiny.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's exploit vulnerability on number 1 since it's right in front of me.
Okay.
That's going to be a 25. So the standard DC, I think, is 10 plus their CR. Or standard DC for its level. I actually don't know how to... Eventually, I'll write it down so that I can just say, hey,
there's
this is...
there's a chart for it.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what... But I'm saying I could learn the chart so I could just say, this is the DC. I rolled the 25. So...
Let's see. So, okay, I have it. So, for these, 25 is a success.
Okay. Do they have any resistances that can be bypassed?
They don't have a resistance. They have a weakness to cold iron.
Okay. Yeah, so I have a feat called Breach Defenses. One of the things that I learn is if they have a resistance that can be bypassed, I get to know that because now my attacks bypass it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the actual exploit vulnerability, I get to learn because it's just a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, recall important information. I get to learn its highest weakness or its highest. That's it. So its highest weakness, which you said is Fire?
Cold iron.
Cold, sorry. Cold iron.
Yeah.
What's the weakness number?
2.
Okay, well, I'm going to do personal antithesis then instead of mortal weakness, because 2 plus half my level is 4, so 4 is higher than 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it has weakness 2 against me.
Okay.
Or 4, I mean, sorry. All right, then I'm going to move stride up and bite.
Okay.
26.
All right, that's it.
It hits?
Mm-hmm.
All right, not a critical?
Nope.
Perfect. So while I bite, I use freehand to carve the implementation in the air, which enables, nice, 8, 1. So 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 4 is 16, plus another 4 weakness is 20
20.
piercing.
Okay.
That looked like it took a good chunk out.
Yep.
You didn't like it?
Nope.
That's me.
All right.
Jade? If you're smart, you can flank.
Well, I was just trying to figure out something. But flanking might work.
Yeah, you just here, and tumble through.
Pull my sword. And I will attempt to flank.
All right, so stride and tumble through as 1, so you have to roll acrobatics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
27.
Is
that
that a success?
that succeeds. Yeah.
There you go.
Then one attack.
Nice.
Plus 10. 18.
18 will hit.
There you go.
Okay. Are they immune to
Precision.
precision?
Okay.
Okay. 7. 11 points of damage.
Okay. Stop panicking every time they come back to you. Can't believe it did that. Okay. It's going to be their turn.
Mm-hmm.
And for once, I may be able to get to use the morale rules. Let's see. Okay. No, these were the ones with morale rules. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So, that'll be that one. So, the one in front of you, Gwei, tries to attack.
Okay.
25.
25 will hit.
Okay. So you take 8 piercing.
No, I don't. I'll use my reaction. And I will reduce it by 6.
Okay.
I think that's correct number. 2 plus my level, yeah. So.
Okay, then it grabs you as another action And then does a 23 hit?
So it grabbed me?
Yeah.
Oh, because of a successful strike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, 23 will hit.
Okay. 7, 8 slashing.
Okay.
And then the one. Let's see. The dark die will move behind Jade. The number 2 one. That one. Yeah.
Just to let you know, unless he's higher level than me, he doesn't get to sneak attack.
Okay.
I have deny advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that, but
Yeah. It's helpful for me, though. Let's see. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
Okay. So, bunch of magic charges up and he tries to grab you, but you dodge out of the way. And then, you. You're funny. So the last little die will go in. Let's see. It's funnier to go in Gway's space. So it will climb into Gway's space and attempt to hit 21.
21 will just hit. Yep.
All right. Good job, you. He bites you for 3 piercing. And then give me a reflex save. I thought it was going to work, but it'll be funny.
21.
21 is a success. Okay, so you're fine. And then it's Estrella.
Alright, so. Do we have pictures of what these look like? Or no?
No, not these guys.
Wow. Gway can tell you they're probably little fake creatures because of the cold iron weakness.
A lot of creatures suffer from cold iron weakness,
Yeah.
though. So she will draw her sword because I doubt she had it out. Stride to here.
You're gonna try to thwack the thing that just bit me.
I don't know. I think it might be better, honestly, to reduce numbers.
Sure.
Give them less chance to bite.
Yeah, the one that we've been attacking looks pretty hurt.
So I'll go for the one they've been attacking.
Yeah.
26.
That's a hit.
$15 damage.
Alright, that one falls.
Nice.
Okay. That's Estrella.
Okay. And then Kyra.
She will draw her sword, stride up.
Yeah. She also has striking and +1.
Probably.
Well, she does. I know that. At least that in her level 4. Oh, she might not, because she's cloistered. She's a weird type of cleric. I think she uses a lot of zap.
You know, we'll just go with the +3.
That'll work. It's actually not a bad. Yeah, I'll Google it.
Yeah, probably not. So, yeah. That's only going to be a 12.
The
little one.
little one?
The littlest one.
No, that's close. But that misses.
And that's her 3.
Okay. So, Gwei.
Okay, well. I mean, it bit me. It's only fair that I bite it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just debating whether it's even worth it to do exploit vulnerability or just attempt to bite it twice. I'll probably attempt to bite it twice. It's in my square. How does that affect things, just for my foreknowledge?
So basically it just makes it nearly impossible to get any sort of flanking bonus, but it doesn't impose any other penalties.
Okay. And it's not grabbing me or anything, it just bit me on the like a mosquito.
Yeah, the one that was grabbing you died.
Yeah. Okay. And as far as I know, it doesn't look like it's taking any commands. All right. Cool. Rock and roll. Is this a midge?
No, they have great names though.
Oh, that's awesome. It's not too bad. 15 plus 10, 25 against it.
Okay, that will crit.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Well, when you said the 12 nearly did it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. 7, that's a good start. And an 8, that's an even better start. So 7 plus 15, 22 times 2, 44, and my crit expect is 2 bleed.
All right.
Does the bleed matter?
Well, I mean, it makes it really juicy when you eat it. But give me a reflex save.
Okay. Oh, wrong button.
I'm hoping you catch this. I doubt you will, but it's fun.
Oh, no! 9 plus 3, 12? Does it explode in my mouth?
It's a failure. Do you want to keep that?
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
Okay.
Failures are fun. I just crit. I'll take the failure. It's part of the dynamic of the story.
All right. So you are itching. And so you're stupefied 1. You can suppress it by taking an action to itch to take away the stupefied for a d4 rounds. And the successful recall knowledge will tell you how to get rid of it for longer than that.
Okay, well, I'll do that then. So I'll itch. So my brain... I assume it dies.
Yeah, it's
So,
super dead.
And then you said recall knowledge?
Yeah.
I'll definitely do that with my third action. Estrella, scratch me! 11 plus 11, so 22 recall knowledge.
Alright, so...
Do I learn how exactly to get rid of it?
So with that, yeah, you know that this is a Grimple. And you have been infected by gremlin lice.
I have no hair! Well...
That's why they're having a field day, and you're just itching all over.
That's great.
So, the infestation ends after 24 hours, or you could be submerged in water, or exposed to a severe cold environment, whichever happens first.
Noted. So, stupefy 1?
Yeah.
All right.
So, out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
does the ice method count?
No, you can't carry it over. That's just a role play thing. But it's funny.
It's funny.
I would allow it. Because I'm like, I don't think stupefied affects you too much anyway.
No, it's just -1 to a couple different rolls.
Well, it's a flat check to cast spells. You don't cast
Oh,
spells.
I don't cast spells. Okay.
And it affects your mental stats, as I recall. Like your...
I can look it up.
Yeah. So it affects things, but you just have to itch, and then you go, okay, yeah, I know stuff again. So,
Fair enough.
yeah, it was just funny. But that's your 3. So
Yep, that's my
Jade,
3.
There's just one guy left.
I will attempt to...
Delay until someone else goes?
Yeah.
Alright, someone else does go. The enemy. Let's see.
But I mean, that's your only option if you want someone to hide behind.
Well, I can move, but
The problem is if you move and then move back, you're seen again.
yeah.
Alright, let's see. Be Jade. 17.
Miss.
Okay. And yeah, just because it's funny. Alright, so +3. Does a 20 hit you?
It meets.
Alright. Why isn't this cooperating? There we go. Alright, just roll you twice.
Okay. Iconics are 1, 3, and 5.
Okay.
So she'd be a 3.
Yep.
So +2 to everything.
+2 to everything.
Alright, so you take, what
And
kind of
8
armor
less
are you
hit
wearing?
points.
Leather.
Leather? Okay. So you take 13 electrical damage.
Oof.
That tickled.
Just a little bit. She still might have a +1 scimitar.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. You can find a level 1 everywhere. I'm trying
Yeah.
to find a level 3.
I know.
Alright, Estrella.
Oh. That'll help you too. It can attack me if it has an attack. A pop.
No.
A up.
It has a unique one that only works on you. Well, you and Kyra. Let's see. So, this will be at the corner. Let's see. Okay. 26 to hit you?
Yeah.
Alright. It lashes out at your knees and oh, I don't make an attack. You make an acrobatics check.
Oh, trying to trip you?
Yep.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Not you. Works great for attacks. Absolutely fails on skill checks every single time. So 17.
17? Alright, you're knocked prone.
So,
Where is he knocked prone at?
there.
In a square.
So, it
It would be that square.
would be
Yep.
that one.
So I have to stand up and I will take an attack from there.
Okay.
So, sorry, you're going to have to move to get it.
That's fine.
Yeah, but you can move
Yeah, you have a short move.
that too, yeah.
And it's done what it can do.
And I have acrobatics, and you don't.
Yes. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. 30?
Yeah,
It's too
second
high.
hit. Estrella strikes again. Okay, yep, that's a crit.
Technically, it's only her first hit.
I know, but I already came up with the nickname before.
I know.
Second strike, Estrella. That's what it was.
Yeah, second strike is Jella. Roll well. Not well.
Not, well, it's average.
So, it's average. So the total is 22 doubled 24.
22
12 doubled 24.
Okay, I was like, what?
4, 4, 4. 3 4s. 3 times 4 is 12.
Doubled.
Doubled.
Alright, so Iomade demands the feet are flat.
Serenity.
Yep.
Oh, you're
No,
right. Sorry.
Iomade
Sorry.
demands
I thought
flat
that
feet.
was Cairo for a second, but yeah.
So yeah, you don't even have to move now.
Okay.
Oh, because it's a sword. Your
It's a
crit
sword.
is off kilter or something like that. Off
Flat-footed.
balance. Yeah.
That makes
yeah.
them flat-footed. That's all it is well, you're flat-footed now.
Stabby.
Oh shit.
That'd be a 24.
That's it.
And it's considered flat-footed.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's 5. You're fired. And that'd be 9.
So 9 total.
9 total.
Okay. So, alright, still up.
It has 1 hit point left.
No.
Yeah, hit it again.
Hit it again.
You haven't done anything.
It's flat-footed until the end of
So
its
it's
round.
minus
Yeah.
5, so plus 5 to the dice.
Or actually, no, the start of my round.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
your
7.
close.
You don't have to. You miss.
And then just a straight die.
Yeah.
9.
Oh,
Also
that's right. You
close.
don't do agile. You do deadly
I do deadly.
or fatal or whatever it is. Okay.
Next is
It's finesse and deadly, so
Kyra.
actually it would be... Still wouldn't be high enough.
No.
No, yeah, no. It's
Plus-
agile is 4 -4 -8 instead of -5 -10. That's why. That's all. It's common.
I thought that was finesse.
No,
that's
finesse
bad
allows you
count.
to use dex to hit,
Oh, that's right.
and as a thief, you get to use dex to
20.
damage because it's finesse.
Yeah.
It's just 10, 15, 20, 30. Oh, I don't know what she has.
Yeah. I think she's only got 25. Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
5, 10, 5, 10, 15,
25.
5.
Oh yeah, either way works. I can move over here if she wants to go that way, or she can go here and I'll go there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's all good.
it's all 6s, so.
Yeah.
She'll go there and she'll take a swing with her swishy pokey.
Oh, nice.
Saren Ray.
She doesn't have
the feet.
the
must
striking.
Be flat.
I don't think she has that though.
It's a
That's
sword.
weapon specialization.
Oh,
Yeah, she-
right. That's,
I don't think Militia clerics ever get it.
No.
War clerics do
War
at like
clerics
5 or
do.
7, but yeah.
it's one of the minor things I don't like about second edition is I'm just like
Let
give
everybody
the
have it.
armor
Well, it's
and
like
weapon specialization to
In
everyone.
Starfinder, once you hit
Yeah.
3, everybody adds a little bit of damage, and once you hit 5, everybody adds a critical effect. Just everybody, as long as you're proficient, you're good to go.
Or you can put a critical effect you want with the fusion on.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Hey, man,
All
damage
right.
is damage.
Damage of
Nice.
So that is 8 times 2, 16.
16 slashing.
all right, it's super
Sexy.
dead.
Woo!
Yay.
Kira. And I'm just sitting there scratching.
So
I'm immune to goblin pox. This is bullshit.
Alec is just like grumbling away, has no idea what you guys
Yeah.
have dealt with, doesn't know about runes or nothing.
You said this creature was tiny, right? With the fleas.
Yeah.
Can I just take it and put it in between 2 pieces of cardboard and slam it? Because I don't want to have to draw it. I could just and then laminate the later. So that's what I'm doing.
I mean, sure. I imagine it's more of a pasty goo now that you chewed on it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's whatever. I mean, it's also pinky goo in the book, but it's whatever.
As these guardians, these noble guardians of the library are defeated by you scurrilous pathfinders, a few objects suddenly appear in your reality. You find a nondescript romance novel, 2 potency crystals, 4 lesser healing potions, and a hand of the mage.
I'm going to drink a potion.
I'll drink a potion too.
Yeah. Those are, what, D8?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a 3d8 plus 5 for the lesser.
All right.
Let me go make sure.
Are we about half done?
Yeah, I was gonna. There's one more thing, and then I was gonna put something.
Yep, let's do the
Upgrade.
one more thing then.
Yes, please.
So it's 3d8 plus what?
1d8.
Yeah.
Is it 1d8?
Just 1D8.
2d8 plus 5 for the
Oh,
lesser
Okay,
healing.
2d8
Jesus.
plus 5.
Okay. So that's 7, 12.
Oh, that was all of it. Nice.
So I'm going down -1.
Stop doing that.
So
I
I'm
didn't
down
even.
to one.
I didn't even know you got hurt.
Yeah, I got hit with electricity. Did 13 points of damage.
Oh, I took exactly 13 as well, but I think it was between 2 attacks.
Yeah, I took one attack, 13, and then my healing only left me with
Nice.
-1.
12.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame. I healed 14. I wish I could give you the extra one.
The pages of the romance novel flip back and forth seductively a few times. Everybody give me occultism or perception.
Yeah. That's a natural 20 on esoteric lore.
Nice.
So 31 if it matters.
So, perception and perception.
22 perception.
Okay.
So we've got a 17 perception and a 9 perception.
Nice.
All right. Who got the 9?
Estrella. She's not paying attention to anything.
Estrella is like,
This is the sexiest book you've ever seen.
what is wrong with this library? For Kyra and Jade, you realize that someone else is trying to send a message to you guys.
Oh, jeez. So they phased everyone to different phases.
Yeah.
So, Kyra and Jade figure out a message of failsafe, bring, focus, chamber, restore. Gwei, on the other hand, I can only assume because he's read this book before, gets it immediately and the full message is activate failsafe, bring each focus to Armeline's chamber, restore reality. And with that, we'll go on break.
Excellent.